still honoring the people of Logba in the Volta region. Today, my brother, my sister, we are looking at a very important personality whose life is about to blow you away. Today, my brother, my sister, we are looking at the one and only Ghanaian judge who served as Chief Justice of Kenya from 1993 all the way to 1995, and also served as Chief Justice of Ghana from 1977 to 1986. In fact, he was and still the only judge to have served on the Supreme Court of Ghana under 3 Ghanaian republics. This is the man we're talking about, Fred Kwasi Apaloo, and he was related to S.G. Anto. Oh my God. In fact, in one way or the other. But, my brother, my sister, he was more related by blood, my brother, my sister, to another personality that we talked about. Who are we talking about? We are talking about Modesto Apaloo. Now, they all came from the Volta region of Ghana. That is the relativity. But related by blood, this judge here called Fred Kwasi Apaloo was related to Modesto Apaloo, who was the founder of the Anglo Youth Organization. My brother, my sister, today we have an interesting story to tell you. And this story is about to blow your mind. My brother, my sister, Fred Kwasi Apaloo was born on the 9th day of January in 1921. And here you see very old photographs of him. Fred Kwasi Apaloo. Fred is spelled F-R-E-D. Kwasi is K-W-A-S-I. Apaloo is A-P-A-L-O. Apaloo. My brother, my sister, he was born on the 9th of January 1921. My brother, my sister, he was born in a village near Keta in the Volta region of Ghana. Then the Gold Coast, that was the name. He lost his father when he was only 7 years old. So an uncle of his who lived in Kejebi decided to take care of him. He was a merchant then. So he paid for his school and took care of him until he finished secondary school. His secondary education was done at Accra Academy, and he graduated in 1942. In fact, 1942. Listen to the interesting thing. In 1942, he was only 21 years old. Akraka Esekwam Videri. Akraka Bleu. My brother, my sister, he completed and he moved on from Accra Academy. He read law at the University College Hall in the United Kingdom. He was called to the English bar in 1950 at Middle Temple. That was how he became a lawyer. He returned to Ghana to practice law after his studies in England and defended those involved in the Anglo-Ghan riots following widespread protest against the imposition of taxes by the British colonial administration. After Ghana attained its independence from the British colonial rule that we all know about, he was appointed a High Court judge in 1960 by Kwame Nkrumah. High Court judge. In 1964, He presided over the treason trials of the persons, including 3 close associates of the president, Kwame Nkrumah. They were Tewia Adamafio, that's Information Minister. Ebenezer Akunwaje was the Foreign Minister. And Hugh Horatio Kofi Crab, a man we've talked about before in the African history class, the secretary of the ruling Convention People's Party. Now, one of the other judges was Edward Akufo-Addo, the father of Nana Akufo-Addo, who also later became Chief Justice in 1966. My brother, my sister, he was also a ceremonial president of Ghana in 1970. But these 2 judges, Fred Kwasi Apaloo and Edward Akufo-Addo, decided to acquit all the people that the Nkrumah regime suspected of wrongdoing. They acquitted them and sent them away. My God. This was in 1970. I beg your pardon, 1964. See what happened now? Now the acquittal led to the then President Kwame Nkrumah trying to purge the judiciary. He was appointed to the Court of Appeal in 1966. And we're talking about Fred Kwasi Apaloo. That was the same year Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown. And when Nkrumah was overthrown, Fred Kwasi Apaloo moved to the Supreme Court of Ghana. And this was in 1971. My brother, my sister, he was then appointed Chief Justice in 1977. Remember, in 1966, Edward Akufo-Addo, the father of Akufo-Addo, was Chief Justice of Ghana. In fact, 11 years later, this is Nana Akufo-Addo's father. They look alike in one way or the other, right? My brother, my sister, 11 years later, Fred Apaloo became the Chief Justice of Ghana. He was the 6th person to hold this position since Ghana became an independent nation. This was during the era of the Supreme Military Council of Ghana rule. Oh my God. On resumption of democratic rule, Hila Liman took power in September 79 when he became the new leader of the nation with his PNP government. And he became Chief Justice. He continued to be Chief Justice. My brother, my sister. Now listen to the interesting thing. The Liman government attempted to replace him as incumbent Chief Justice by insisting he be vetted for the office he already occupied. A Ghanaian citizen by name of Mwaku Tufo took the issue to the Supreme Court, and the presiding judge, Justice E.N.P. Sowa, who succeeded him on his Apaloo's retirement, ruled that Apaloo became Chief Justice in the Third Republic as soon as the 1979 Ghanaian Constitution came into force. He served through the Third Republic of Ghana and continued after the overthrow of Liman on the 31st of December 1981. Now, he became the only Chief Justice of Ghana who had been Chief Justice on 3 throats. In other words, 3 republics. My brother, my sister. On the 31st day of December in 1981, Rawlings took power. Now, due to his independence, the new military government, the PNDC, led by J.J. Rawlings, also tried to remove him, as Nkrumah had tried before, but failed in 1983. That was when Rawlings tried. In fact, he retired at the age of 65 years in 1986. My brother, my sister, Nkrumah tried to remove him. He couldn't. Liman tried to remove him. He couldn't. Rawlings tried to remove him. He couldn't. He became Chief Justice for so long until he retired in 1986. He also became the Chief Justice of Kenya from 1993. My brother, my sister, There he was in Kenya, and they respected him. He was succeeded by Abdul Majid Koka, a Kenyan. Today we remember this great black man. Apaloo married Georgina Kumasenu in 1953. And they had 2 sons and 3 daughters, 5 in all. In fact, in 1979, he was honored with a companion of the Order of the Volta. In 1986, he was elected a fellow of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. And in 1993, he became the elder of the Golden Heart right there in Kenya. He loved dancing, boating, golfing, and tennis. Today we remember this great son of the land. He was considered one of the most independent judges this nation has ever had. He never saw any political color. It didn't matter who was in power. He went strictly by what he felt was the law. Fred Kwasi Apaloo. He also went all the way into Kenya and became the Chief Justice under the regime of Arap Moi. Today we remember this great black man. And this is Daniel Arap Moi of Kenya. Today we remember you, Papa. Papa, uninyamenko wate. Papa, misi uninyamenko. Papa, why Papa, why be? Why? He died, my brother, my sister, on the 2nd day of April in the year 2000. 12 days before I launched my very first album, The Rasta Shrine, at Picona Gardens in Tamale. Today we remember you. And in the burden of knowledge I ask, now that you know what to do, be an any ole mini obafe, Yezuda Kagane Mezaka Yine Ampa Bango Bokaya Nufifia Yanuka na wo, Bana Ehu, ebe den lele anjima singa be konne, lele anjima singa beri.
Worry, to worry, to